Born out of a small town named Pound in Wisconsin, USA, the Patz brand is well known for its quality agricultural equipment designed specifically for the livestock industry. Its range of products, including feed mixers, conveyors, and choppers, are sold around the world, including Down Under. In Australia, Patz is sold by Dom Distribution, based in Dalby, Queensland. The company carries Patz's range of feed mixers ranging from 3 tons to 25 tons to cater to feedlot operations of all sizes. So how does Patz differentiate itself from the rest of the pack in a competitive market?
It's a bit like cake mixers, everyone's got one, everyone's trying to perfect it, but we stand out alone. Our baffles are a little bit painted and they're a lot higher, which gets more of a constant mix, where a lot of our competitors' baffles are lower. So it just takes a lot longer to mix. We're a very fast mixing. The Patz is a very, very fast mixer. It's very processing. The TMR of it works very well. So that's pretty much our claim to fame. Everyone's got a painted screw, but the screws in the Patz mixer, it works. It's a simple design. It actually fluffs and lifts the product to the top, which drops down the sides, like they all do, but we just do it that little bit better.
On display at the recent FarmFest Field Days in Toowoomba was the Patz 510 model from the 1800 N series, a mid-range unit that arrives in the country complete and ready for action without the need for any extra assembly work.
Behind me here is the new Patz 510, which is our new containerised mixer. So we can fit that straight into a container, roll in, roll out of it, and which cuts a lot of our costs down, which we can forward onto our feedlot farmers and so on. The 510 actually can be a 540 PDO. It doesn't have to be 1,000. So in this one, we've let it come through with a 510 with a 540 PDO. You get a ladder rack for a viewing platform. We've got a set up here a stair where this is where a Digistar display goes on for our weighing scales. That'll be mounted up there. Our hydraulics are very simple. There is no electrics on this machine whatsoever, apart from electronic scales. Electric over hydraulics are a great thing, but we want to feeding cattle, you want to keep it simple. A heavy-duty tyre system works well in this product as well. So if we do have to get out and go amongst a lot of cattle, stuff like get out amongst in a bit of a off-road into a paddock, this system works a lot better.
While the unit works well as it is in local operations, Dom Distribution made a few extra additions to the machine to cater to more specific needs.
On the 510 and a lot of other our products, we've got a new elevator. A lot of Australian farmers like to feed in what they call paddock feeders. So they'll be about 2.8, 3 metres high. So what we do is this is like a bunk feeder, feeds into a low lying bunk. But we've got another elevator which is on the other side of this mixer, which is 3 metres high. And we get that designed here in Australia by a local supplier. And that puts us a little bit above the rest. All heavy duty steel floors, 3/4 inch sides, very sturdy, overlapping welds, which makes it that's another unique thing Patz do. We don't join our welds, we overlap and run a bead down the middle. Makes it very, very stronger, a lot easier to operate. That's called a 34-inch screw. So as you can see, the Patz lift screws are very, very painted and they get a lot of lift. And on the inner dish, as they lift up, we prefer to use the lower screws here in Australia than the higher screws in America. They use a 44-inch, here we use a 34. We just find that we fit more in them and they mix faster. That is a real big ticket to us.
If customers have any specific needs for their machines, Dom Distribution says it is happy to come up with a solution tailor-made to answer to those requirements.
We're not frightened to have a go at changing. So we've gone from 5 to 7 knives on a screw down to 1, or we might want to generate some oat and hay or something that's really tough and stringy. We get them all on there and we get it all cutting and working. Make it happen.
Pricing for the Patz mixer range starts from $55,000 for the smallest mixer in the lineup, which is the 350 model.
This model here, pricing starts this model from $95. The whole outfit at the moment, it's up in the 120 mark, something like that, just depending on options. We've just launched a big one. It's a 3600. It's a triple screw on a steering axle, power shift transmission, and it'll hold about 25 tonne. It'll be the biggest mixer pretty much sold in Australia.